Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you do that, it might work a little
I
bit better.
know.
You just have to kind of
Well, you know what
look
it
around
is.
with it.
What happens is I get myself so busy doing other shit, and I forget to do what I'm supposed to do, and then I
Oh,
have to like ask you to do it.
no, that's fine. I don't mind doing stuff like that. I mean, it keeps me busy, especially for today. It was
Well,
just like one of those days. I just
like
wanted
today, I mean,
to.
I was exhausted. I took a nap today. Okay,
Hmm.
I
Well
did. I did.
deserved.
I was just tired.
You
I
do a
get like
lot.
that sometimes where I'm just tired.
Yeah, you
I
do.
need a nap because I'm old. Give him a nap. Give him
No,
a warm bottle and a nap.
you do a lot. Are you kidding? You do a lot for this
I
show. I
do
mean,
a lot, you know.
yeah, you
Oh man. All right. Well, we're gonna go into the world of deep fake tonight. You
yes,
prepared for that?
absolutely.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and do this, puppy. Why don't
Let's
we?
do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. For real. Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
For real. Yeah.
Go
Okay.
for
Okay.
it.
Bye.
Good evening, everyone. It's your Wednesday edition of the Big Mouth. Oh boy, do I have one today to tell you. Oh my goodness.
What? You have a
What was
big
it
mouth?
today? Yeah, pretty much. I have a lot to say
What are you
today.
talking about? Me or you?
Oh, well, I don't know. What do you have today? I had an interesting day today.
Talk to me.
Um, well, I didn't want to keep my big mouth shut today, but they said, "Oh, we're gonna move desks today," and I'm like, "Well, what? Wait a minute. I'm comfortable in my little corner over here."
Yeah.
They're like, "No, we decided you're gonna move." I'm like, "God, no! Y'all said I was gonna stay right here." So I threw a big fit, and so what we're gonna talk about today. I could use
Hmm.
one of those today to be me for for the rest of my work because it turned out to be one of those places where you could whistle while you
Yeah.
work. It's not like that no more.
No.
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Those days are gone.
Especially where I work at
Those
now.
days are gone. First of all, a great intro. However, a great intro for the show.
Yeah.
However, your co-host is sitting here waiting to be introed.
Oh, well, hello. Well,
You
you don't
come
need no
on here, you
introduction.
don't say hello, folks. You don't. You didn't even tell everybody who you are. Okay.
Well, they should know by now,
Let,
right? Because I'm no, I'm just kidding.
but we get.
Uh,
Listen to me. Hold back up there, sister. Hold on a minute. Here's the thing. We get new listeners and viewers every day,
yeah.
and they don't know who you are, and that's why we got to come on. You see, when I come on here, I tell everybody what time it is around the country.
Yeah, but
It's
he calls
different
me the
time
big
zones.
mouth.
They're watching us. Okay, because they are. They watch us in different time zones
Yeah.
and different time zones around the world too, not
Well,
just here in
of
the
course.
U.S.
Well, why? It's,
Then, will you wait? Hold on a minute. See what I have to. This is what I go through every night, folks. Every night,
ay,
every
ay,
night.
ay.
So here's the thing: you come on, you go, "Hi, I'm," whatever your name is, and you tell them that whatever it is you need to tell them for that night. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
hi, folks. I'm Angelo Mad Dog the Zipper. Tonight
See, he
we're
just
going to do a very special episode on deep fakes. But let me introduce you to my co-host. You see her each and every week with me, Amelia the Pitbull Chapman.
oh, thank you for
Okay,
the
so now you
introductions
come on
already.
and you say, let's do the intro again. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself, okay? We're going to do the intro again. Watch this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday night of the Big Mouth. I'm Amelia Pitbull Chapman. To my right here, but be your left, is my co-host, but he's usually the host of the show, Angelo Mad Dog DeCipio.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was fabulous.
And tonight I am actually Eastern time zone. It is 7 o'clock here, but
7
we
o'clock.
have, and Texas time it'd be 6, of course, and the Pacific time it'd be 4 o'clock. So wherever
It would
you're
be
listening
4
to,
o'clock in Hollywood,
mhm,
6 o'clock in Chicago, the Windy City.
yes,
Right now, New Jersey feels like the Windy City.
it was this morning.
It,
Actually, it was
it,
really chilly here for Florida,
it not only has it been chilly, it's been windy.
and
Really, really
too
windy.
dark. I don't like this time
Are you
change.
getting
I
the No?
Mhm.
Are you guys getting the wind down there? Or just the
Yes,
cold?
we actually are, and it's
Are
really
you getting
chilly
wind?
this
Yeah,
morning.
it's brutal.
Yeah, I don't like this
Brutal.
time change still, but it's really cold this morning, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
what's going on? This weather has been very, really weird lately.
It's all part of and again, here you go, the conspiracy nut in me,
Hey,
right?
I'm the same way. So you've
The
got me.
government is playing around with the weather, and we know
Oh
this.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we know this. I
Absolutely, we
will,
do.
and people who think that I'm a fucking loon, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
am a loon, but I'm a fun kind of loon.
Absolutely,
But when
I
it
believe
comes
you.
to this kind of shit, we're serious
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
because Amelia, we've done shows on this.
Mm-hmm. And we're
We've
gonna continue to do
shown
more.
we're going to do more. I've
Mm-hmm.
proven to people, I've shown them government documents from the House of Representatives, from the Senate, the Congress,
Mm-hmm.
of these weather modification bills
Yes.
that are voted on in private that nobody even gets to see.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, there are some brave people that sneak this shit out of,
Yes.
out of the Congress, out of the halls of injustice, I should say.
Right. And didn't they say record-breaking weather in California that they've never had like in a very, very long
They've
time?
got snow, like
Exactly.
crazy snow.
Mm-hmm. That they've not had in what, forever? Years and years and years.
Pasadena, California
Mm-hmm.
is a summertime beach town.
Yes.
They got 20 inches of snow.
Yeah. People should be what? Spring break
I
right now.
saw a video of a
they can't.
guy that had, I'm not even making this up. I'm not
Mhm.
even making this up.
Oh.
The guy had a 20-foot snowdrift
Mm-hmm.
in front of his house.
Yes.
They had to plow to get to his front door.
Yeah. And you found it
Crazy.
because you Googled it, because you looked it up, and that's what we do. You look it up. And if you want to
Well, yeah,
find
I
it, what do they do?
watch.
Look
Not
it
only
up.
do I look it up, but I watch. I look at
Mhm.
things. I
Yeah.
watch the news.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to Google stuff. Just turn on the
Yeah.
news.
Did you see also what's happening in China that one day that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
It was raining worms. They
Yeah.
had to bring out their umbrella. And I'm like, okay, what in the world's going on? That is too strange. You had to do that. And then it's
It's
okay.
going to get stranger.
Yeah. And then
Everything that we're seeing here is Bible prophecy, folks.
yeah.
The Bible predicted very strange weather in the end days.
Oh, and then it's like with
Well, let
people
me
too.
explain to people, Amelia. I got to explain to people.
Mm-hmm.
The end days does not mean the world's coming to an end.
No.
It's not what it means.
No.
It means the end of this cycle in history.
Mm-hmm.
God's going to clean things out and freshen things up a bit. It's like a purge, like you throw away the old shit from last winter,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and make room in your garage for new stuff.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
But God does that on a world level.
Oh yeah. And
Anyway, so what we got going on tonight, kid?
oh, we're gonna be talking today about deep fakes. And I tell you what, I could use a clone for me today, because I tell you, my job, I could have screamed like that guy did, or in the intro. Oh yeah, because let me tell you something. They said, "Oh, you're gonna be perfect right here. This is your desk." They decided, "Oh, we're gonna move desks today." I'm like, what? Excuse me? I'm happy in my little corner. Just leave me
Yeah.
alone. I don't mess with people. I like my corner. I
Amelia
do my
was not
job."
a happy camper today,
Oh,
folks, because they
mm,
took her from
no.
her little private spot
They
and
fucking
they
took me from
shoved
my
her in
private spot.
general population.
They did. I like
You
my own
know,
little fucking corner, and I'll say the F bomb again.
she had
Yeah.
Amelia had her own private cell in the prison she calls work.
Yes.
but they
Yeah.
took her out of her private cell and threw her in the general pop.
Yeah.
So
I don't like to be messed with. I like to be alone. Yeah.
she's with the rest of the loonies and crazies in general population.
Yeah. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't
Yeah,
like to be
she
messed with.
wanted to be, it's I'm laughing. I just remembered that line from Harvey Fires. He just says, "Can't we all just get along?" Oh,
No. I
he's
even told him, I
funny.
said, just leave me alone. I like my own little corner.
Yeah,
Baby
she was
likes to be left
happy
in the
there, and they
corner.
booted her out of her corner.
Yeah. Baby likes to be left in the corner. Leave me alone.
So, what are you going to teach us tonight about deepfakes?
Well, it's basically how you would think that you're actually talking to a certain person, but they actually are not the person you're actually talking to. Be-
Yeah, what we're going to see tonight in the way of some videos.
Mhm.
We've got 5 really interesting videos. You're going to see a video that will define for you what Amelia just said, what a deepfake
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
Then you're going to see another video of how they're actually made and how some deepfake videos are actually being used to help people
Or blackmail people.
or blackmail people, as the case may be. True.
Mhm.
Very true. Um, it's interesting though. It's really interesting because Val Kilmer, you know who Val Kilmer is, the actor?
Yes.
Okay, Val Kilmer lost his voice to
Mhm.
throat cancer.
That's
He
very
was
sad.
in Top Gun.
Yes, he was also played the part of Batman. I remember that.
Yep.
Mhm.
And but in Top Gun, he spoke,
Yes.
but that wasn't his voice.
Mm-mm.
That was a deep fake voice. The company that created the deep fake created a voice synthesis.
Mhm.
You're going to hear about that company tonight in a little while. But I became aware, Amelia, of
Mhm.
deep fakes, believe it or not, on TikTok,
Mhm.
which is I hear having quite a bit of problems.
Oh
And
yes.
you know a lot about TikTok. So tell everybody, like we used to say in the wrestling world, smarten us up to what's happening in
Oh,
the world of
they
TikTok.
will be talking to you, but actually you'll think it's the person that you're talking to, but they'll be using person's face, like a celebrity, and a person's voice, but you're thinking you're talking to them live, and oh, I can't believe I'm talking to, for
Yeah.
example, like my favorite person would be Colin Farrell. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking to Colin Farrell. That's really him I'm talking to, and
Hmm.
it could be somebody that could be an overweight bald person pretending to uh, be somebody at a trailer park or somewhere in a small town saying, "Oh yes, you're pretty, blah blah blah. Send me some money or send me these kind of pictures. It's really
Hmm.
neat." And it could be just somebody like that, a pervert, to say the least, and that's the truth. Or somebody trying to
Hmm.
lure a child, say a 13-year-old girl, saying, "Oh yes, I'm really your favorite celebrity or singer, but if you show me this certain part of you, or if you send me pictures," just like trying to allure children as well.
Yeah.
Or somebody saying, "If you don't send me so much money, then I'm gonna show people that this is really you in these
Yeah.
pictures." It's
The
for blackmail.
blackmail.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm,
Yeah.
and that's where you go from there.
We heard we had a former friend of the show on previously, and she spoke about just that very thing where people
Mhm.
were uh, sending pictures. Well, I think it was her. What did she say? It was her mother's husband was sending
Yes.
pictures,
Yes, it
right? And
was.
somebody was blackmailing him,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so, or I believe it was something to that effect. Anyway,
yeah,
but
blackmailing
people are
and
using this technology to try and scam money out of people.
mhm,
Most people just use it for fun,
yeah,
but as I said last night, if you watched our show last night on the Academy Awards, at the end of the show, I said, this technology came from your government.
it did.
The other technology came from you may not believe it, but I think Amelia, you might believe it.
Mhm,
It came from the world of Hollywood,
mhm,
special effects.
yes,
That's where, if you really want to get down to it, That's where deep fakes actually came from. They came from the world of Hollywood special effects. The government saw this and went, "Oh, we need to find out how they did this. So let's buddy up with our friends in Hollywood." By the way,
Mhm.
Hollywood and the government are like this.
Very much so.
They
Yes.
are locked in. They are in like Flint. Okay,
Mhm.
they're in. They go to bed with each other every night.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. They do.
they go to bed, and we're the ones that get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they developed the app because,
Yes.
remember the one that they showed where you have a still picture of your loved one? That's where it started, and
Oh no, 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 no! It didn't.
well,
No.
that's one
Mm-mm.
of the apps where they have
They have an app that does that, but
mhm,
let's. I
well,
want to make sure that we
right.
understand
Oh,
because you
no.
don't confuse people.
No, no,
Because
no.
it's easy enough for you to do that because
No,
you're
it
good at it.
no, this is one of the apps that had
There
people
are that's one of them. Yeah.
mhm,
What
and
Amelia's talking about, folks,
mhm,
is that there is an app,
mhm,
and it's really great for um, like for example, if you have a loved one that passed away,
mhm,
you take their photo
mhm,
and you take this app and you take this photo, right?
mhm.
And the app will make the picture come to life, kind
Yes.
of, sort of.
Mhm.
It'll make the picture move and
Yes, smile or
and
whistle or
smile
give a
and
kiss, whatever you want it to do.
open its eyes and it does really
Mhm,
remarkable stuff.
mhm,
It's an algorithm it uses. Okay,
mhm,
here's the problem though. And that's a good app.
mhm.
The problem is that there are hundreds and hundreds of other apps that are not so good.
So you gotta be very
Uh,
careful which app you choose
very,
and
very careful with the app you use, especially if you see
mhm.
made in China.
Yes, that
Because I'll give you a perfect example, and I'm not bashing the Chinese, but
mm-mm, no.
you got to understand something. TikTok is a Chinese company.
Mhm,
It's owned lock, stock, and barrel by the Chinese.
mhm.
It also, the Chinese company that owns TikTok, also owns at least 10
Yes.
apps that do deep fake videos. One of them is called Face Swap. The other
Yes.
one is called Dimension.
Zayo or something like
What's
that.
it called?
Zayo, Zao or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, Zhao. It's called
Zao,
Zhao.
uh-huh. That's the one that I was trying to work I couldn't think of it. That's the one that my cousin had used or something like that with her
Yeah.
dad, and I was that's the one that I was trying to think about that,
Okay. Well, let me. I'm going to have to take over here.
mhm,
So here's what happened.
mhm,
I want to show everybody, Amelia, what you're talking about. Let's
right,
watch this.
mhm,
Deepfakes, or realistic looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes.
mhm,
Now, did you hear what he said?
yes,
He already told a lie within the first 5 seconds of the video.
mhm,
He said that the deep fakes were created to put famous actresses in porn videos.
correct,
That's not why deep fakes were created.
mm-mm,
Deep fakes were created to fool the American public as to what the government was up to.
mhm,
You might see, I'm going to show you a perfect example. You might see the president
mhm,
speaking at I don't know, some like a function, okay? And he's
mhm,
speaking. And then 20 minutes later, you'll see the president at some place. Well, he didn't get there that fast.
not that fast though,
No, okay. So that's what I'm talking about.
mhm,
I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. It happened when Barack Obama was president. He was in Philadelphia to do a speech. Okay. He gave a speech in Philadelphia. An hour later, he was in Omaha, Nebraska.
from one end of the United States to the other, that's fast, wow,
In an hour.
mm-mm, not
Not
possible,
happening.
mm-mm,
Air Force One don't fly that fast.
no, they do not,
At least not to my knowledge, they
mm-mm,
do. And if they do, I want to see what kind of fucking planes. I want to see what's under the hood.
exactly,
I want to see what's under the hood on that thing. But that's what I'm talking about.
mhm,
So let's watch the video.
Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and find. Evidence against them is bogus. Fake videos can also be difficult to detect, though researchers around the world and at the U.S. Department of Defense have said they're working on ways to counter them.
The U.S. Department of Defense is the one that created the fucking thing
Mhm.
with Hollywood.
Deep fakes do, however, have some positive uses. Take Cereproc, a firm that creates digital voices for people who lose theirs from disease.
Speech synthesis is the artificial production of.
This is what I was talking to you earlier about, Amelia.
Mhm.
This is the company that created Val Kilmer's voice for Top Gun.
Mhm.
By the way, I want you to look at the woman that you're looking at there, right?
Okay. Mhm.
That's Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yes, they deep fake. They put Nicolas Cage's face on that woman. Look, watch.
Human speech.
There are also applications that could be considered either good or bad, like the many, many deepfakes that
Again, Nicolas Cage. Watch.
Mhm.
exist solely to turn as many movies as possible into Nicolas Cage movies.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And that's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
That's what we're talking. You know what we're talking about? That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about. We're talking about a company that has created this. I guess how I want to say it. They created a hysteria on TikTok.
Mhm.
Okay. And people say, "Oh, well, you just said that the Hollywood created this." Yes, they did.
Mhm.
Well, is it Hollywood or China who created it? Hollywood created this in conjunction with the U.S. government. But what China is doing is mass producing apps at a ridiculously alarming rate, and they're selling them to people.
Mhm.
You can buy them on Google Play, on Amazon Store. You can buy them on the iPhone Store,
Mhm. Apple. Mhm.
Apple, right? You can buy them.
Mhm.
Some of them are free,
Some of them are, and to get more the better technology, it's going to cost you.
and that's where you get the paid version. You
Mhm.
got the free version, what I call the Bobo version,
Mhm.
and then you got the deluxe version where you're going to pay like $20 or $30,
Oh yes.
right?
Yeah, and I just recently saw one of those apps like you were talking about in TikTok because you have to download a picture and then you download the celebrity and then they kind of put it together and voila, you look
Yeah,
just like the artist. They did one of Marilyn Monroe just
I
recently.
had one.
Mhm.
I put my face on Hulk Hogan.
Mhm.
Okay, it literally took me 10 seconds.
Whoa.
10 seconds. Do you hear me?
10 seconds. Wow.
10 seconds, and it was a video.
Hmm.
Okay. Pictures are one thing, but video is a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Um,
And I just can't believe that
So-
they're using that to blackmail people. That's ridiculous. Just to get money.
yeah,
from people.
but but you know a lot about the TikTok thing, so let's talk about
Mhm.
TikTok.
Yeah.
What is TikTok doing
Mhm.
to rectify the problem?
Nothing. They're letting people do it. They're letting people enjoy it. I mean,
I
They're-
believe it.
they're even doing this one where, this is my age now, right? And then above me, they're letting people see how they look like as teenagers.
Well, yeah, and that's another form of deep fake with the aging process.
And it makes me wonder, why are they wanting to show how you look younger and now older? Are this something that's going to be doing to people to try to maybe blackmail later on for something
Yeah.
else? Or
Well,
you never
possibly, yeah,
could be something
possibly.
that they're wanting to do to recreate something to maybe later on form something else for people for the government. I mean, China and the government, United States working together for something to create younger people, maybe robots. You never know what they're trying to do these days.
Right?
'Cause-
Exactly.
Why are they wanting younger versions of ourselves?
Who the hell knows?
Hmm.
Who the hell knows? I just think the whole thing stinks. Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that.
I think it's dangerous. I think there are way too many variables that can go wrong
Hmm.
with deep fakes, not the least of which you put a deep fake video in the wrong hands. You don't know what's going to happen. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
you put
countries. Mhm.
That kind of technology in the hands of somebody that's got a twisted mind. And I'm going to give you a real life story tonight of what happened to that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because you never know what country could say, okay, well, I've got this right here. How much is
Yeah.
willing to pay for it?
Let's take a look at, you know what Morgan Freeman looks like, right?
Yes. Hmm.
Watch this.
Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me?
That's why.
Oh.
It's a little embarrassing, you know. It reminds me, it was once in Russia, I ran into Gorbachev. He said, you know, Mr. Movie Star, are you nervous? I said, no, Mr. Gorbachev.
Fakes are getting even weirder. There's a guy on TikTok who supposedly looks just like Kevin Hart. And when you look at him, you might go, he does kind of look like Kevin Hart. In fact, some people even say that this guy's trying too hard to impersonate Kevin Hart. And he always placed the comment in the spot of the watermark of the app that allows him to deepfake Kevin Hart. Proof is right here. It even says deepfake made with Impressions app.
That's the other app, Amelia. It's called Impression.
Yeah, that's how you can tell which is a fake account, which is a real account, how they put that little check
Yeah.
mark on there.
Well, what the guy just told you is
Hmm.
sometimes they cover up that watermark.
But exposing him like that wasn't the point of this video. When I looked up the deepfake app, I came to this, and it's an app that allows you.
What you see is not real.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh, hold on, my bad.
Hmm.
What I wanted to show you
Uh-huh.
was here we go. I wanted to show you this. The other app is called Face Swap.
Yes, I've seen that app.
Reminded me 'cause
This video. When I looked up the deepfake app, I came to this, and it's an app that allows you to put anybody's face onto yours convincingly. Honestly think this was the same app that Lemon Plus was using when she was deepfaking Charlie's face. I just think that she paid to remove the watermark. But that begs the question, how long has deepfakes really been out? There's no that some governments knew about this technology before it was released to the public.
the government absolutely knew about it because they're the ones that created it.
Oh,
They,
yeah,
in conjunction with Hollywood, as I said.
Yes.
Probably the second or third time I said that. I'm going to say it more often too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, the
I
government.
want you to know where it came from.
Hmm. I've seen that
Okay.
app, Face Swap. I've seen it a lot of times where people have used that.
That's the one that I used.
Hmm.
I used Face Swap to put my face on Hulk Hogan's body on a video.
Yeah.
It took me 10 seconds, okay?
Hmm.
That quick, 10 seconds.
And I think that Hollywood was trying to warn us in a way, or trying to make fun of it in a way to where we would not really think about it, with that movie Face Off with John Travolta. Remember that movie?
And
Nicolas Cage?
that's how,
Hmm.
thank you for mentioning that. Because I was going to bring that movie up tonight and for two reasons.
Hmm.
Number one, it was the first time that we really saw the issue addressed of swapping faces. Number
Mhm.
one. Number two, Hollywood did what Hollywood always does, which is Hollywood told the truth hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
But I'll give Hollywood credit. They always tell the truth, but they hide it in plain sight. And you got to be kind of a little bit smart to figure it out.
Hmm.
Okay. But you're exactly right. Face Swap, Face Off was a perfect example. Perfect example
They
of
were
what
telling
we're
us,
talking about.
they were telling us
Absolutely.
already what they were doing right in front of our faces, and people were like, "Oh, this is just a movie. It's a good movie." No, they were telling us already what the government was already doing, using Hollywood already. Hollywood was being blackmailed, or vice versa. They were blackmailing the government, saying, "Look,
Well,
look what
and
we're
I
doing."
think there might be a little bit of both going on.
They're both
I think,
kind of
yeah.
like greasing each other's hands, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
that happens all day long,
Mhm.
Amelia.
Say, I won't
Are
tell
you
you, but
kidding
this
me?
way, but you know what? Here, I'll pay a little bit more, but here's more money this way.
Here's a
more
little
money.
bit more to keep quiet. Yeah.
Yep.
Or do what
Every
I
time.
ask you to do.
Yep. Exactly.
It's like anything in life. Money talks and bullshit walks.
But who's gonna pay them more money this time, and who's gonna have
Exactly.
to do the favor next time, and things like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Indeed. Well, I'll tell you what. everybody knows how much we love Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm. Not really.
You're going, uh-huh.
You want to tell him after the break?
No, not yet. I want to do this before the break. I want to get it out of the way. That's why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Well, of course, Amelia and I, we both love our 44th president, Barack Obama, and we want to see him again. So here you go. Here's the
We're
president.
entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video.
Now, the only thing
Mhm.
about this video that was the giveaway right away. What
The
was
voice.
it? The voice.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little bit of Barack Obama's inflection,
Mm-hmm.
but certain words Obama would never say that way.
Right.
So this is Jordan Peele. He's a movie director, by the way, and he's a screenwriter.
Mm-hmm.
Of President
talented
Obama
guy.
to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as
You see what everybody's saying here is
Mhm.
his voice sounded weird. I knew it wasn't him talking. It wasn't the video, it was the voice.
Voice, yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, it's the
worries
voice,
increase
the
about their
voice.
potential for harm. This is your
Yeah.
Bloomberg Quick Take on deepfakes.
And
Yeah.
that's how it's made. You see what Jordan Peele
Mm-hmm.
is a film director. He's a very talented guy.
Wasn't he also on SNL at one time? Saturday Night Live, I think it was at one time.
N-
If I'm not
uh,
mistaken.
no, not Jordan. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, not Jordan Peele. He does independent movies. He's always done independent movies. Very talented guy, very creative guy. What he did to prove a point
Mm-hmm.
was that he took just a small video clip, I think a 5-second clip of Obama,
Mm-hmm.
and he manipulated it using the software you could download it from Google.
Mm-hmm.
You can download this stuff from Google, from Amazon, from the Apple Store. You can get it anywhere. You can get a free version. You can get a paid version. The point that he's trying to make is, look how easy it was for me to do this.
Oh, yes.
That's what he's trying to tell everybody, is that, look, even though I'm a director, I'm using the same technology you are.
Right.
Which is like, I got it free like you did.
Yeah. And like you could get that information and technology, and you could be Wolfman Jack in a way, because all you need is just a little bit, and you would be just like him, dead on.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And they would think that you would be you. With
Yeah, because I can do Wolfman's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that because I've already
Yeah.
done it. Let's take a look at, this was from TikTok. Now, this caused a little bit of trouble.
Okay.
I thought it was quite funny myself,
Mhm.
but apparently there was more to this than I know about. I haven't delved into it too deeply because, quite frankly, it's not worth investing my time into it. But let's take a look.
Mhm.
This is Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen.
Queen, would you think it's real or fake? Last year around Christmas, the news channel was under fire for putting out a deep fake Queen video. Watch this.
I was perfecting my moves for TikTok. In fact, there's something I'm rather excited to share with you all.
And there's a theory that over time, technology will get so advanced that we won't even be able to tell whether it's real or fake. But the real question is, what do you think of it all?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wait, it gets better. It gets better because the woman what they did was they took the Queen's face
Mm-hmm.
and put it on another woman's body.
Mm.
And they created this deepfake video.
Mm.
All right. Now, here's what happened. Buckingham Palace was none too pleased about it, and the King Charles,
Uh-huh.
let's see, he voiced his displeasure. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
He voiced his displeasure, which essentially means the king got pissed off because they took his dead mother and made fun of her, is what they did.
Mm.
Now, the person that made the video was trying to make a funny video.
Right.
I get it. I'm not, I'm not
Right.
like stuck up, and I get it. Okay.
Because it was TikTok and they thought it would be something
Yeah,
funny.
and they thought it was funny, and everything goes on TikTok. It doesn't matter who you hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the king, now King Charles,
Got hurt.
decided, you know what? I'm done with this stuff. Now I'm a king. I could do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
So he is removing TikTok from England.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. By the way, they may have a problem doing that here. I'm going to tell you why. The United States Senate, the Congress, the House of Representatives, the Joint Congress,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to vote on a bill to remove TikTok from the United States. There's one problem.
Mm-hmm.
We got a president named Joe Biden who does a lot of business with China. Okay? Joe Biden does a lot of business with China. His son does a lot of business with China. His
Yes,
son
he does.
lives in China part of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The pedophile son.
Yeah. He probably uses a lot of the deep fake technology.
Yeah, well, if
You
he's
never know.
smart, he'll use it to hide his identity and go away somewhere, hide out for a while.
Yeah. They
That's
probably show him how to do it.
Yeah, bad.
Right.
But I think they may have, I really think they may have a problem banning TikTok in the U.S. First of all, too much money is
Mhm.
being made from it in this country.
Oh yeah.
Okay. A lot of money transfers hands on TikTok.
That's what I was gonna say. One
lot.
hand washes the other kind of money.
A lot.
Mhm.
Yeah. A lot. Like more than we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is that too many people are invested in this. There are people doing business on TikTok in this country.
Mhm.
You shut that TikTok down, there are people that they're out of work.
Yes.
I know there are people right now that we know
Mm-hmm.
that are making their living on TikTok.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Their businesses are on there. Homemade stuff that they make
Yeah,
are on there.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is it's a great way to share ideas. I'm not going to shit on TikTok. You know I hate it, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to shit on it because of the fact that there are some good things that have come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
There really are some wonderful things that have come out of it. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of crap.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that TikTok allows animal abuse to take place.
I don't either. Or children
And
abuse.
I don't appreciate that TikTok allows child abuse to take place
Mhm.
or elder abuse to take place. But
Mhm.
yet, and the other thing that I don't like about TikTok,
Mhm.
they will not let you mention God. You can't mention God on TikTok
Nope.
without offending somebody. Well, fuck you, TikTok.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you slanty-eyed chink bastards.
But they will
Fuck
let
you.
you mention any kind of Satan's, whatever they want you to.
Yeah.
But that's
Fuck you,
totally wrong,
okay?
and I hate that.
Telling people they can't worship God. Fuck you.
Yeah. But they let you worship anything else, and I think that's so stupid.
But you can show animals being killed, but you can't say God.
Mm-hmm.
I just I get so fucking I get
I
so
know.
angry.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's ridiculous, and it to me, it's like, if you're gonna allow one thing to be worshipped, you should allow God to be worshipped. And I say the thing because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say the
And
other
I
thing.
got so worked up, I went right past the commercial break.
Uh-oh.
Yep. We'll be right back, folks.
Do you have sweaty balls? Or volleyball netty balls? It's time to make them ready balls. The Manscaped.com Lawnmower 3.0 will do the job and clean your knob with its patented no-nick head, so your head will function as desired. Enter promo code Wrestling Future for a generous 20% discount. That's enter Wrestling Future for a 20% discount. Manscaped.com and Wrestling with the Future, going balls to the walls with Manscaped.com and the Lawnmower 3.0. Your balls will thank you, and so will we. What's Buzz Podcast wants to welcome Radioactive FM 88.6 in Wellington, New Zealand, Radio Perth, Australia, and RTL Radio 102.5 in Milan, Italy. Welcome aboard, and welcome to the Buzz. We are back. I'm Mad Dog Scipio, joined by the Pitbull, Amelia Chapman, and we are discussing the dangers of deep fakes. And so, Amelia, when did you first become aware of how involved this whole deep fake issue really was?
Well, it actually, to be honest with you, when this actually started a long, long time ago. I don't know if you remember back in Knoxville, Tennessee. There was this place that does these pictures for people, and they have different outfits that you can wear, and you get a picture of it, and they just put your face in there.
Yeah,
but they did
absolutely.
it for fun. But it wasn't
Yeah,
called
but
deep fake
that's
back
not
then.
really. I
That's
get
when
where
it
you're going
started.
with that.
But then that's where people started getting the idea of it. And then after that, I started seeing people doing videos of fake people. And this friend of mine on Facebook decided that he was going to be a certain person and said, "Look, I will release this account of yours as long as you give me it was like $2,000, a small thing, but as long as you give me the $2,000, I won't release these photos of yours that you were having, sex with a little kid or something." It was all fake. And he's like, "Wait a minute, hold on, I didn't do that. That's not even me. That's fake." And come to find out, he used the fake pictures and put his
Yeah.
face on his body, and it wasn't even him because he photoshopped everything.
Yeah. Well, there's the difference between,
Mhm.
and I'm glad you said that because I knew where you were going right away when you
Mhm.
talked about Knoxville.
Mhm.
By the way, the place in Knoxville is called Old Time Photo Gallery.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Mhm.
All right, that's been going on for ages.
But that's when
and
it was
ages.
fun. That's the fun part. But
Right.
then it started getting bad with, people
I
started.
get where you're going with that, but you kind of told a little bit of fact, but that then you missed
Right.
it. You
But
messed
that's
it
when
up.
people started using it to make it bad. But that's when it first started, in a way. But that's how people learned
Well,
how to make it bad. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a little bit. Yeah, I'll give you
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit. I'm not going to give you a lot on it because
Mhm.
of what we're talking about. We're
Right.
not talking about pictures. We're talking about videos designed
Mhm.
purposely to hurt people.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
when
going
it
to give you a
started.
perfect example. What I'm talking
Mhm.
about. This is a true story.
Mhm.
It happened in Chicago. Outside of the suburb of Chicago. It might have been Cicero, Illinois, or somewhere around there, but it was just outside of Chicago. And
Mhm.
here's the long and short of it. A woman reported her daughter missing.
Oh, boy.
Hold on, because you don't know where this is going yet.
That's sad.
The woman reported her daughter missing. She contacts the police. They do a report and everything.
Mhm.
They put the daughter's picture on the news. If you see this girl,
Mhm.
call the police.
Right.
Okay. You see that all the time. Happens all the time.
Mhm.
Someone did a very cruel, very, very cruel thing. They took that picture from the television
Mhm.
and they deep faked it onto a video of a girl at a basketball game, and it showed the girl applauding and cheering and having a good time. In the meantime, this woman's got her hopes up, thinking her daughter's going to come home. They found her daughter's body that night.
Oh my God.
Right? How would you like to be that family
Oh my God.
that got their hopes up? You know, oh, well, they found her. She's alive. She's at a basketball game. No. Mm-mm. Somebody took the news. They took a fucking picture of the TV screen with their phone. They just took it, click, boom, done. 5
That's
seconds.
horrible.
5 seconds. Changed the woman's life.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we're talking about, Amelia.
That's horrible.
That's what we're talking about. Okay. There's one guy that's fighting back. My buddy, Keanu Reeves.
Scared of AI and deepfake technology. It goes without saying that Keanu certainly no stranger to being on screen. But there's one thing that he doesn't want to be a part of: AI and deepfake technology. If you want to sign Keanu to a project, be it John Wick, The Matrix, or maybe even a Bill and Ted movie, you have to agree not to alter or manipulate his performance in any way. And if you do want to edit his likeness, you must have his explicit written permission to do so. Why? Well, Reeves once had a problem in the 90s when filmmakers changed his appearance, and it really creeps him out. Keanu says, early on in the early 2000s, or in my...
Did you hear what the man said?
Mm-hmm.
In the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
In the early 90s. This is what he's talking about. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They took Keanu Reeves' face and they mashed it together with somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
This is how far back we're going. Now, Amelia, I want you to think about something. This is 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is 2023. You're talking about something that happened over 25 years ago. That's how long this shit's been around. Okay? In Hollywood. See what we're talking about here.
Right.
Watch.
Keanu says, early on in the early 2000s, or it might have been the 90s, I had a performance changed. They added a tear to my face, and I was just like, huh? It was like, I don't even have to be here. Keanu feels it's understandable if filmmakers slightly alter his likeness. For instance, but Keanu's real issue boils down to when filmmakers want to add or alter things that change his portrayal of the character. He says, when you give a performance in a film, you know you're gonna be edited, but you're participating in that. If you go into deepfake land, it has none of your points of view. That's scary. What's probably the scariest for Reeves is an up-and-coming technology that's already copied him on more than one occasion. Yep, I'm talking about deepfake technology.
And good for him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If you want to change his likeness,
Mm-hmm.
you got to have his permission.
Good.
And
Yeah.
that ain't easy to get.
Nope. Because that's a good thing, because that's how you should enter a contract. If you want to do something, if you want to have it in there.
Mhm.
Especially
Absolutely.
because, like, a certain person, if you want to have short hair, if you want to alter the short hair, then that should be in your contract. If you want to make sure your hair stays long, you want to make sure you have it like that.
The most important thing about this technology
Mm-hmm.
is that it's capable of doing as much good
Mm-hmm.
as
And
the
bad.
damage it's doing. And it's
Mhm.
doing a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Very much.
no longer just for fun.
No, it is not. Not anymore. It's not.
No, it's not. There's a fine line between fun, for the sake of just like goofing around,
Mhm.
and then making a video that's 15 minutes long of Tom Cruise that's not Tom Cruise.
Mm-mm.
You saw a video tonight
Mm-hmm.
that showed a Tom Cruise deep fake.
Right. He was tripping.
Well, the guy who did that video really doesn't even have to do a deep fake because he looks like Tom Cruise. So my question when I saw it was, why is he deep faking Tom Cruise? He looks like Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Why would you do that? Wouldn't you just like use your own face? That God gave you this Tom Cruise face,
Right? Exactly.
and he's not the first guy, by the way.
Mm-mm.
There's 5. I've seen 5 or 6 guys that look like Tom Cruise. It's a scary thought, but I've seen 4 or 5 people that look like me, and I'm not even kidding you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we've had somebody call you somebody else's name too.
Yeah, somebody thinks I'm Vince Russo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, who is that trying
Yeah.
to call you somebody
Well,
else's
if you
name?
look at Vince Russo and you looked at me when I
He
had
looks
my
like
beard,
you.
we look, yeah.
Yeah.
I should. Vince looks like me. I don't look like him.
No,
He's
you
younger
look-
than I am.
Yeah, that's what I say. He looks like you.
Yeah, he's younger than I am. So
Mhm.
yeah, he looks like me, and it's funny because when
Yeah.
he shaves,
Mhm.
he looks like me too when he shaves.
Yeah.
But he looks
that-
like me when I have a beard.
That's your double. So you found it. It's like if I had somebody as
And
a
we
celebrity.
both were in the wrestling business.
There you go. See? And if that gentleman that looked like Tom Cruise, I mean, if I was him, I would try to say, "Hey, look, I look like Tom Cruise. I know he does his own stunts, but if you ever decided not to do his own stunts, I'd be here to sit in for him for something." That's what
Yeah.
I would do.
Well, I'll tell you what, Amelia, it's been an interesting night. We probably could do another episode at some point in the future on deep fakes.
Yeah, because I think it's more
Um,
detailed than this.
There's
That we need to
there's a
get
lot
into.
more. There's a lot more to it.
Mhm.
We just scratched the surface,
Mhm.
but we haven't even gotten into what the government's doing
No.
with it.
Yeah, speaking of
There's-
government, do you
you
know
know,
what the idiot did, the Biden? And I'm gonna call him an idiot.
He is an idiot.
You know what he had the nerve to say today? That got me my big mouth going more mad today.
Good.
He's like, "Oh, I'm ready to give the eulogy when President Carter dies."
Yeah.
What an
That's it.
asshole!
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking asshole, Biden. Really? Oh,
Okay, the pit bull's fired up.
what a fucking asshole you are. I mean,
What's
the
coming
former-
up tomorrow night?
Well, we actually will be doing a brand new show. Well, it's actually not a brand new show, but I will be happy
It's
to.
the first show I ever
Yes.
did.
I know, and I'm so excited because I get to be a part of
The
it.
Psychic Realm podcast.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. Can you tell?
It's the oldest show we have.
Mm-hmm. And I get to be a part of it, and I'm so excited because it will be the first time
Yeah.
I'll be a part of it. Well, it'll be a new show for me, but I get to be
Yeah.
excited.
It'll be a good
Wow.
show. We
Mhm.
are bringing back, along with the roundtable, on Thursday nights. We were going to, Amelia and I
Mm-hmm.
are going to alternate between the Psychic Realm podcast and the roundtable,
Mm-hmm.
a weekly roundtable. Tomorrow
And-
night, we're going to, the topic will be
What
Because
is
it's-
a psychic?
what is a psychic? And so we're going to help you understand what a psychic is.
Mhm.
What it's like. And if you don't believe in psychics, then don't fucking watch the show, because I'm not going to sit here in this fucking chat room with idiots and have a fucking debate in the chat. That ain't happening. I'll fucking ban your ass like I did everybody else's. Okay? I'm not going to have this debate. I'm going to tell you what a psychic is. That's that. If you don't believe in psychics, don't fucking watch the show. I don't really give a shit.
And I'm gonna have Angelo bring out 2 of his books that he's already written. And show them.
Yeah, really? What's
Mhm.
that?
You're gonna bring out your books and show them to people. Speak tomorrow night.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Please, for me.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll get you some books. I'll order some books.
No, it's good.
I'll order some books. Okay. Yeah, look, it's. I wrote a nice little book.
You did.
The 2 of them.
Yeah. And I want you to tell the
that's it.
people
I think
tomorrow what the
else
name are.
we got going on is next week we got
We actually have Jeffrey Mark coming back.
Jeffrey. Oh yeah, Jeffrey's next week.
Yeah,
Wow,
he-
that's. Do
on
you
the
realize this
21st.
month has flown by?
Yeah, my mom's birthday is on Saturday, actually.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yeah,
Good for her.
yeah. She's gonna have.
What's she
some
going to be
fun.
like 50, 55, 60?
Oh yeah, right. She's gonna
Right.
be young 73, I believe. Yeah.
Good for her. God bless her.
She's
Good for her.
excited, and I think she might. She doesn't know what her plans are yet, but we'll probably do something fun for her. And we're gonna have Jeffrey Mark on the 21st. He's gonna be doing, I think you said 3 songs for us.
Jeffrey's going to sing 3 songs for us. Talk about his life in Hollywood.
Mhm. And
How
he's
he
gonna-
got started in show business.
and he might tell us what some kind of goodies he might have gotten at the Oscars.
At the Oscars gifting suite.
Mm-hmm.
See, the Academy Awards has a gifting suite, and if you know the right people, you can go there and get a gift bag like the celebrities get.
Oh yeah.
But you're not going to get the bag that they get. You're going to get the knocked
Heidi
down
Klum.
version.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get the one with all the gold watches and shit in it.
Oh yeah, and
you
Rodeo
might get
Drive.
the one with the cell phone.
Well, you get. I bet you'll get Rodeo Drive gift certificates, kind of stuff like that.
You might get the one with Amelia's cell phone in it.
That was a long time ago. I don't even know if they do that anymore with the cell phones.
I'm
They
sure
might.
they do somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting a phone from the Academy. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Tomorrow night, it's the Psychic Realm podcast here on What's the Buzz Radio. And Amelia, we missed anything? Cover everything? What do you
Yeah,
think?
well, actually, if you have
Time
any
for us to
show
go?
ideas, or if you want to reach out to me and
Tell
Angelo,
everyone.
what's the buzz popcast at gmail.com. You can reach us there.
Yeah.
Or we can reach us
They can
on
reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, no TikTok.
No, we're
you
out
can
of that
reach
one.
Amelia and I at What's the Buzz Podcast at gmail.com.
Mhm.
That's our email. Show ideas. You can reach Amelia at aachap70 at gmail.com if you want to reach her. Hit her up for show ideas or anything like that. That's her. And if you want to reach me, it's very simple. PsychicAngelo100 gmail.com. That's my personal email. And the show, once again, the show is What's the Buzz Popcast at gmail.com. So for Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, I'm Angelo, the Mad Dog DeCipio. We'll see you tomorrow night on Psychic Realm. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.